Now we'll talk about work points, axes, planes. Okay, guys. Let us start a new file. Draw something on this plane as example rectangle. Extrude the rectangle. We got something like this. Solid. Okay? Now, sometimes we want to use the points, work axis, or work plane to help us to indicate where is a location of some object in our sketch. Or we want to do something in 3D, like mirror, like copying, like many things. So, how we can use them? The first one, guys, the point. This is the work point. As example, I want a work point on a vertex. Which vertex? This one, or that one, or this one? Say this one. Now we have a work point. This in red color. Now, this is not a point, by the way, not an object in our sketch. No, it's a work point. It's a work point. We have another option here, guys, intersection of 3 planes. I want to generate a work point from the intersection of this work plane, this plane, and this plane, and this plane. So we got this one. Work point, intersection of 2 lines. I want a work point between the intersection between this line and this line. We got this point. As example also, intersection of a plane, surface, and line. If you have a line and surface, I want to generate a work point from the intersection of this work plane and this line. We got this point. Also, if you have a plane or surface and you want to generate a point, work point, at the center of that plane, as example, at the center of this plane. We got something like this, guys. Now, the axis. Same thing, work axis. Imagine that you want to do revolve. Okay, you need an axis, that's right. So we can generate an axis like this. So the option number 1, on line or edge. I want to generate an axis on this edge. So see this line, the yellow line, it's a new axis, work axis, like X, like Y, like Z, but in this location. Also, you can generate or make a parallel to a line through a point. I want an axis parallel to this line passing through this point. So we got this axis, guys. Through 2 points. I want an axis through this point and this point. Intersection of 2 planes. I want to generate an axis from intersection of this plane and this plane. We got something like this. This is the axis we got. Normal to a plane through a point. I want an axis normal to this plane. Say that this plane, the back one, or this one, it's okay, passing through this point. So this line, this axis, normal to this surface, passing through this point. Work planes, guys, work planes. You can generate or make a plane, work plane, from offset from a plane. Say that I want a plane parallel to this one. How much distance between them? You can put the distance 2, 3, 4, or pick the arrowhead like this and move it left, right. Then indicate the location, say OK. We can reuse this one again to sketch a new sketch, if you wish, like this. Okay? Plane, parallel to a plane through point. I want to make a plane parallel to this plane, as example, through this point. Parallel to this plane through this point. Mid between two planes. I want a plane, work plane, mid between this plane and that one. So we got this work plane, guys. Let us delete all of these so we can see the drawing clearly. Want a plane so that the plane make an angle to another plane around an edge. So I want our plane around this edge, make an angle with this or that surface, say this surface. How much the angle you want? 45 as example. We got this work plane. So this work plane, guys, passing through this edge and make an angle 45 with this surface. 3 points. I want our plane pass through this point as example, this point, and this point. We have many options like this one, tangent to a surface through an edge, and tangent to a surface through a point, and other options. So at the end, we have many ways to make working points, working axes, and working plane to help us to generate a new sketch or do something in 3D like revolve, like copy, or anything.